I found where we left off. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Nagare Nagare Aji Kirimo Kirtana Sanjya Kale Kara Sabe Nagaramandana. In the evening I shall perform Sankirtan in each every town. Therefore you should all decorate the city in the evening. Purport: in that time Navadvipa is composed of 9 small cities. So the word Nagare Nagare is significant. Sri Caitanya Mahāprabhu wanted to perform kirtan in each one of these neighboring towns. He ordered the city decorated for the function. Sanjate Deuti Sabe Jwala Gare Gare Deka Kona Kaji Asi More Mana Kare. In the evening, burn torchlights in every home. I shall give protection to everyone. Let us see what kind of Kazi comes to stop our kirtan. Eta Kahi Sanja Kale Chale Gora Raya Kirtanera Kaila Prabhu Tina Sampradaya. In the evening, Lord Garsanda went out and formed 3 parties to perform kirtan. Purport: this is a scheme for performing kirtan in a procession. During Sri Chaitanya's time, one party was composed of 21 men, 4 people playing mridangas, 1 leading the chanting, and 16 with kartals. Responding to the leading chanter, if many men join the kirtan, they may follow in the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya and form different parties according to the time and number of men available. They're also very good mridanga players and kartal players, and they follow the singer. Mm. They don't try to speed him up or play louder than him or anything like that. Sometimes our young boys, they want to do that. Age Sampradaya Nitya Kari Haridasa Majje Nache Acharya Gosani Parama Ulasa. In the front party danced Thakur Haridas. In the middle party danced Advaita Acharya with great jubilation. Pache Sampradaya Mritya Nitya Kare Gora Chandra Tanra Sange Nachi Bule Prabhu Nityananda. Lord Gaurasundar himself danced in the rear party, and Sri Nityananda Prabhu danced with the Lord's dancing, moved with the Lord's dancing. Vrindavana Dasa Iha Caitanya Mangale Vistari Varni Yachain Prabhu Kripa Bole. By the grace of the Lord, Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur has elaborately described this incident in the Chaitanya Mangal Chaitanya Bhagavat. So at that time it was still Chaitanya Mangal. Before Lochandasa wrote another book with that name and they changed it. Amata Kirtan, or they didn't know about Lochand's book because he lived in Vrindavan. And communication wasn't like today. It had to come by foot.
Yeah.
Eta Emato Kirtan Kari Nagare Brumila Brahmite Sabe Kaji Dware Gela. Performing kirtan in this way, circumambulating through every nook and corner of the city, they finally reached the door of the Kaji. Tarja Garga Kari Loka Kari Kolahala Gora Chandra Bale Loka Prashraya Pagala. Murmuring in anger and making a loud roaring sound, the people under the protection of Lord Chaitanya became mad through such indulgence. Purport: the Qazi had issued an order not to perform kirtan, congregational chanting of the holy name of the Lord. But when this was brought up to Lord Caitanya Mahāprabhu, he ordered civil disobedience to the Qazi's order. Lord Chaitanya and all his devotees, naturally enthusiastic though agitated, must have made a great noise with their loud cries. Yet in Chaitanya Bhagavat it says, they were shouting, "Kill the Kazi, kill the Kazi, kill the," and they were burning his garden and trampling on everything. The Kazi and so the Kazi was afraid to come out. And Lord Chaitanya said, "No, I won't hurt you. I know you're all right." He said, "I don't trust your friends." Kirtanera Dwanite Kaji Laukaila Gare Tarjana Garjana Suni Nahoya Bahire. The loud sound of the chanting of Hare Krishna mantra certainly made the Kaji very afraid, and he hid himself within his room. Hearing the people thus protesting, murmuring in great anger, the Kazi would not come out of his home. Purport. The Kaji's order not to perform Sankirtan would stand only as long as there was no civil disobedience. Under the leadership of the Supreme Lord, Sri Caitanya Mahāprabhu, the chanters, increasing in number, disobeyed the order of the Kaji. Thousands assembled together and formed parties, chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and making tumultuous sound of protest. Thus the Kaji was very much afraid, as naturally one should be under such circumstances. Prabhupada more or less did the same thing. In London, in the beginning, the devotees were always running from the police. They had it all planned out that when the police came, they would break up and go on different directions. And gradually they become very popular. Then in Melbourne, Australia, they were getting arrested all the time. And they did the same thing. They just keep going. And the city got a lawyer and tried to prosecute. Prabhupada said, just keep chanting, don't get a lawyer, don't waste money. So they just did it. They just kept doing it under Prabhupada's direction. And when it came to the court, the judge said, I think, it's nice to have these Hare Krishnas in our streets. They give us some nice color. It's interesting. And he chastised the city for wasting so much money on the lawyers. And ever since then, they've been doing Harinam all the time. No problem. In the present day, people all over the world may join together in Krishna consciousness and protest against the present degraded governments of the world's godless societies, which are based on all kinds of sinful activities. Srimad Bhagavatam states that in the age of Kali, thieves, rogues, and fourth-class men who have neither education nor culture capture the seats of government to exploit the citizens. This is a symptom of Kali Yuga that has already appeared. People cannot feel secure about their lives and property, yet the so-called governments continue, and government ministers get fat salaries, although they are unable to do anything good for society. The only remedy to such conditions is to enhance the Sankirtan movement under the banner of Krishna consciousness and protest against the sinful activities of everybody, the world's government. Book distribution for education and Harinam to purify people. That's the only way, we know that. And be convinced. The Krishna conscious movement is not a sentimental religious movement. It is a movement for the reformation of all anomalies of human society. The people take it seriously, discharging their duties scientifically, as ordered by Caitanya Mahāprabhu. The world will see peace and prosperity instead of being confused and hopeless under useless governments. There are always rogues and thieves in human society, but as soon as weak government is unable to execute its duties, these rogues and thieves come out to do their business. Thus the entire society becomes a hell unfit for gentlemen to live in. This is an immediate need for a good government, the government by the people with Krishna consciousness. Unless the masses of people become Krishna conscious, they cannot be good men. The Krishna conscious movement is that Sri Caitanya Mahāprabhu, started by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, still has its potency. Therefore, people should understand it seriously and scientifically and spread it all over the world. The Sankirtan movement, started by Caitanya Mahāprabhu, is described in Chaitanya Bhagavat, Madhyakanda, 23rd chapter, beginning with verse 241, which states, My dear Lord, let my mind be fixed at your lotus feet. Following the Lord Chaitanya's chanting, all the devotees reproduced the same sound. He chanted. In that way, the Lord proceeded, leading the entire party on the strand roads by the bank of the Ganges. When the Lord came to his own ghat, or bathing place, he danced more and more. Then he proceeded to Madhai Ghat. In this way, Lord Chaitanya, the Supreme Lord, who is known as Vishwambara, danced all over the banks of the Ganges. Then he proceeded to Barakona Ghat and Nagariya Ghat. Then traveling through Ganga Nagara, reached Simulia, a quarter at one end of the town. All these places surround Sri Mayapur. After reaching Simulia, the Lord proceeded toward the Kazi's house. And in this way, he reached the door of Chand Kazi. Udatta Loka Bange Kajira Gara Pushpavana Vistara Varnila Iha Dasa Vrindavana. Naturally, some of the people were very much agitated, ready to retaliate the Kazi's actions by wrecking his house and flower garden. Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur has elaborately described this incident. Devotees love to do the drama. Tabe Mahaprabhu Tara Dware Te Vilas Visila Bhavya Loka Pataya Kajire Bodhila. Thereafter, when Lord Caitanya Mahāprabhu reached the Kazi's house, he sat down in the doorway and sent some respectable persons to call the Kazi. Dura Hayite Aila Kaji Mata Noyaya Kaji Vasaila Prabhu Samana Kariya. When the Kaji came, his head bowed down, the Lord gave him proper respect and a seat. Some of the men in Lord Chaitanya's civil disobedience movement were agitated because they could not control their minds, but the Lord was thoroughly peaceful, sober, and unagitated. Therefore, when the Kazi came down to see him, the Lord offered him proper respect and a seat because he was a respectable government officer. Thus, the Lord taught us by his personal behavior and pushing on the Sankirtan movement that Krishna consciousness, we might have to face difficult days, but we should always follow the footsteps of Sri Caitanya Mahāprabhu and do the needful according to time and circumstances. Prabhu Balena Ami Tomar Ailama Adjagata Ami Deki Lukaila E Dharma Hemanta. A friendly way, the Lord said, "Sir, I have come to your house as your guest, but upon seeing me, you hid yourself in the room. What kind of etiquette is this?" Okay, I have to leave again. I'll try to come back after 15 minutes.